Hi guys, my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Alexa, what's the time please?
It's 10:20 a.m.
Right, so when I take Max out for a walk, I put my hat on because it protects me from the sun. I suffer from trigeminal neuralgia, I don't have to keep saying, and it protects my head from the sun and the winds, and sometimes I've got cotton wool in my ears to protect my ears from the noise. Just because someone apparently walks down the street and they look fine, they not always are. People have to carry on even when they're diagnosed with a terminal illness. They still go out, they still walk down the street. It doesn't mean they're not ill, right? I have a painful condition that I've learnt to cope with, right? There are certain situations I get into where I have to go home, I suddenly get sick, a migraine, I feel ill and I have to come home. So people on YouTube just see me doing the videos. They don't see the other aspects of my life, so they think some people think it's all funny, it's a joke, and there's nothing wrong with me. Well, that's not true, okay? And some people put on a brave face, they smile, they crack jokes when they actually feel terrible. Tommy Cooper was a comedian and he died on stage, right? I think he had a heart attack on stage while still performing. So people can actually look very well and then they can suddenly fall ill. So don't look at somebody and think, oh, there's nothing wrong with them, because you don't know. Nobody knows what somebody else is feeling, what's going on in their life. So when someone takes the mickey, makes fun, cracks jokes and laughs at somebody, then just think before you do that. Think before you make stupid comments and joke about something that's not really funny at all. So I wear glasses as well, right? They're bifocals, so I've got a pair for long distance, a pair for short distance, right? So this pair I wear outside so I can see things far away. I can't see things so close with these on, but far away, so I can see cars coming down the road and I can see road signs and whatnot. So I wear glasses because I can't see without them, basically. So when I thought they'd gone missing the other day, I panicked. Right, so about an hour ago, I got ready to take Max for a walk. Went out the door, put some rubbish in the bin. The cleaners were coming into the building, the male and the female cleaner with the trolley cart. Walked past that, walked down the bottom. Well, I was going to walk down the bottom of Crommer Creek Wharf, but I didn't. I walked, what is that road called? Come on, Crystal. I walked down Belvedere Road. Belvedere Road after taking a call from Barclays Bank. So I'd taken a call from a gentleman from Barclays Bank. I walked down Belvedere Road and there was a man with an orange t-shirt on, I think it was orange, it was bright anyway, and a grey cap, and a man with grey hair that normally walks a dog like a border collie like we used to have, called Shep. So two men spoke to each other in front of me, two men. One with a cap on, one with grey hair that normally walks a border collie, and the one with the short hair without the cap went, I'm going to have a haircut. I'm going to have a haircut. Yeah, so I walked past that, walked onto the riverside. The lady opposite was in the playground with her grandchildren, because I don't see mine. So she was in the playground with her grandchildren, and remember I'm Genestra, not Jennifer. Jennifer he's Charlotte's daughter Amanda. So my mum does see one of her grandchildren, right? I don't see any of mine. My mum sees Charlotte's daughter, which is her granddaughter. So it's me, Genestra, that doesn't see her grandchildren. So I walk past that, down past the co-op, past Costa Coffee, onto the field, where I just let Max off to have a run around. And I try and exercise, because exercise releases endorphins, which are natural painkillers, rather than stuff myself with tablets. So I started walking down the field, and my mum rang. Jennifer rang me, said she'd fallen asleep on the sofa after taking her tablets. So my mum Jennifer had fallen asleep on the sofa after taking her tablets. She also said to me, "See you, Genestra, next Tuesday." Put the phone down, carried on walking around and down and back. Then another woman came onto the path. Now I haven't got kids to walk around the field. I've got no scooters, no cars for my kids to ride on. So I walked past them with Max, past another woman with all her kids or grandkids, and a couple with what looked like two chihuahuas. Two middle-aged couple with two chihuahuas, but they were hairy. They had longer hair than Max, so they were a Chihuahua cross. Max is a pure breed Chihuahua. So I walked past them, carried on walking, came round the back of Ines Apartments, went round the back, and somebody had a window open with a dog continuously barking. So for about 2 minutes, a minute, 30 seconds, woof woof, 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 walking down the back of Ines Apartments, which is opposite mine. Carried on walking, not cross, came into my flat, and here I am. Now, on the phone conversation, the chap said that it could have been a clone that took my bank card number. A clone. What is a clone? It's a copy. So if there's a clone of somebody, like Dolly the sheep, it's exactly the same, isn't it? A clone is a copy of the original. So I've seen two chihuahuas like Max. A clone is a copy. Ask Alexa. Alexa, what's a clone? Alexa, what is a clone?
As a noun, clone can have a few meanings. 1. A cell product, or organism that is genetically identical to the unit or individual from which it was derived. 2. A population of identical units, cells, or individuals that derive from the same ancestral line. 3. A person or thing that duplicates, imitates, or closely resembles another in appearance, function, performance, or style.
So a clone, copy. They can't get it exactly right, but they try. To be perfect, you've got to have the same voice. Everything's got to be the same. And they can't just do it, can they? They can't get an exact replica. They try, but it's not the same. So I saw somebody similar to me with a grey cap on. Yes, I do need a haircut. So, to get, I can get a better style of haircut. Of course I can. And I probably will do in the future. But, we don't want replicas, do we? So if my hair's a bit shaggy, a bit uneven, they can't get an exact replica, can they? In fact, what the chap said was my money should be refunded within 72 hours, and that they're going to put a stop on those two car insurance. The www.dial insurancer and I Go For has been cancelled. And my card is obviously going to be replaced. They did ask me if I'd let myself given my card to somebody else to use as well. But he said it might have been a clone. I said that I'd purchased things from eBay and given my card number, so it possibly could be that someone's cloned it. Basically someone can snapshot your card number, right? They can screenshot you, they can get hold of your phone. If you leave your card indoors with someone you don't trust, someone can take a photograph of your debit card and use it, right? It's easy to con somebody, right? Apparently my 12-year-old son got hold of his foster parents' bank card and used it. So kids can do it as well. So you've just got to be careful. You can't completely protect yourself from fraudsters, because you could be standing at a petrol station and someone behind you could have a camera on them and be taking pictures of your card. So I've never been scammed like this before, but my bank has sorted it out for me, and I should get my money refunded, and hopefully I'll be able to top up my electric before it gets cut off. See you later.